Hello, good morning. This is Dr Khushboo Shah, and welcome to another Thursday Live. Ask Me a Question with me. What I'll be doing is I'll be facilitating your questions using the tools of Access Consciousness. Hi, Saili. Hi, Kitu. So every Thursday I will pick one. I will pick one of the questions that I get asked, and then I'll do my best to facilitate it using the tools of Access Consciousness. And today's question, actually somebody asked me for, hey, are you going to have a manifesting a relationship class soon? And I was just looking at that. I was looking at that energy, and I was like, and then I asked him, like, what is it? Like, he's like, I've done all these things. I'm very clear about what I want, but it's not manifesting. And so I was looking at that. I was looking at what manifestation means to a lot of people. So today's question is, what if instead of manifesting a relationship that works for you, it was actually about receiving a relationship that works for you. Hi, Anita. Hi. So, like, for example, so manifesting means usually when you're trying to manifest something, like a relationship, or I'm going to think about it, I'm going to visualize it, and put all my hopes and dreams into it, and and I'm going to manifest this money and love you, and you put it outside of you. That it has that energy of putting it outside of you, so you're not actually the source. Okay, so you sort of like manifestation is like a putting it outside of you. That's one. And second thing is you are trying to sort of, there's a lot of visualization that a lot of people do to manifest a relationship. Like, if I get it visually correct, it's going to be the relationship that works for you. But you have to get that visuals are not your best form. It's first of all just one sense of all of the senses that are available to you. So it is usually a whole bunch of judgments and a whole lot of projections of visually how this picture perfect relationship is going to look like. So you try to visualize a picture perfect relationship when there is nothing called as a perfect relationship. Okay, so there's all these things that we do when we put the word manifesting something into our lives. Okay, and it starts becoming this you're trying to actually control. Okay, and receiving is being present with the energies that you're asking for, the nurturing, the caring. What are you actually asking for? Are you actually asking for the picture perfect image that you see on pictures? Or are you actually asking for energies that are truly contributive, are supportive of what you're doing, of what you want to be, where even if you are not perfect every day, you're like, hey, I realize you're grumpy today, but I have your back, I wonder what I can do. And these things you can't really visualize. These are energies. And these are things you have to be willing to receive of you, about you, before you can even create a relationship that will actually receive these things about you. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Please watch one of the previous videos that I did on vulnerability. It's the same energy. So if you've been asking for relationships, like I'm asking, but it's not manifesting, it's because there's something that you're not receiving. It's not the picture perfect image that we've tried to create. That's not real. It's not even energetically congruent with what you're asking for. Okay, so everywhere that you thought the best way to create everything that you've been asking for is by manifesting it, which means how something shows up, which means you have to define everything and control everything and how this thing looks like, comes, etc., rather than being present with the energy and receiving. Will you all please uncreate and destroy it all? Cool. Alright, so that's like a little bit of a verbal clearing from Access Consciousness. Alright, so what if it isn't about manifestation? What if it is about actually receiving? Okay, and then there are all these points of views that you have about yourself, usually your judgments, your wrongness, or I don't deserve this, or you were you're like, yes, I want this, but somewhere you already bought into this point of view that that's not possible. That is just not possible to have it. Like, I've seen all sorts of shitty relationships, and I think what I'm asking for doesn't even exist, but I'm still asking, but my point of view is it's impossible. So that is another way that you're going to stop receiving what you're asking for. Okay, so it's not about manifesting and visualizing that money and those relationships into your life, because you have to understand that that is only an image, and it's not the entire picture or the entire sense of what will actually work for you. Okay, so I hope this helps. So one of the things that would probably help you in getting a sense of what relationships will work for you and how to start receiving it is by actually starting to have the 5 elements of intimacy with you. Okay, and I've spoken about this again before in another life. The 5 elements of intimacy in Access. There are 5 elements to create intimacy, which is what you want in a relationship, okay, and with you. And that is vulnerability, trust, allowance, honor. Vulnerability, trust, allowance, honor, and gratitude. Alright? And gratitude. Like, if you have these 5, especially gratitude, it's interesting how gratitude is actually what you want to start your day off with. If you have these 5, this is what you want to ask for. These are the things you want to get clear about. These are the energies, and these things you can't visualize. You can't visualize what it means to have gratitude for someone. You can, but that's not the full. You be it. It's an energy you invite. It's the energy you be when you wake up in the morning. Okay, so if you've been asking for relationships, and you're like, I'm asking, but it's not manifesting. It's not because there's something wrong with you, that you are not a good manifester. It's just that's not how it actually works, especially with relationships, okay? You can get over money issues, body stuff, all of it very easily, but relationships can be a little sticky and tricky. This is because we haven't learned how to be with ourselves, okay? So it really does start with you. So please get in touch with the energies that you're asking for. Be more of those energies. So if I was, you literally ask every morning, you can ask just those 5 elements, which I'm going to put down in the description later. Okay, make a note of them. Put it on your mirror or whatever you see every day. Okay, the first thing that you see, you usually see the mirror when you're brushing your teeth or whatever. Just put it. And just ask, if I was truly being these 5 elements of intimacy with myself today, what would I choose? And go about getting more and more in touch with these. Alright? Because that is what you want to create. You don't really want like what you think you want. Sorry. But so these are the things that you've been asking for. So what are you actually asking for is not that perfect picture image, because that is not real. What you're asking for are these energies that you can't visualize. Alright, so it's not about manifestation, it's about receiving the energies that you truly desire. And it's about being, and it's becoming clear about the energies that you want to receive, not how something should show up or how that person should look or be, and etc, 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 etc. So I hope this helps. I'm having a clarity night on relationships because it's such a big topic. I realized as people asked me and as he asked me, like, I'd really like help. I was like, yeah, let's do a clarity night. A clarity night is where we go deep in one topic and just clear things. Okay, so it'll be like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's on relationships. It's on the 9th of October. And there are no prerequisites. So if you've not done any access before, it doesn't matter. This will help you. So if you've been asking for, the relationship that you truly desire and it's not showing up, it's not because you're a bad manifester, it's to do with receiving. Alright? So the 5 elements of intimacy, begin there, put it on your mirror, ask every day. You want to start getting more clear about these. not more clear about what kind of a picture perfect image of a relationship you want to create. Alright, thank you so much. I hope it contributes. If you have more questions, please fill up the form in my bio. I'll do my best to facilitate it using the tools of Access Consciousness. Thank you. Bye-bye.